I want to ask you, so we're going to go through the project, and I want you to tell me your favorite albums from each of these artists. Well, obviously, it's got to be Give It Your Die Trying for 50.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, that goes without saying. By the way, Massacre super slept on.
Yeah.
But what about, I mean, you say your favorite, so was 808 your favorite album since you used the heart?
Nah, that shit just was a symbol.
It makes sense.
Graduation from Kanye. Graduation is like, bro, that was impeccable. It's a great body of work. It's like, I don't know, like, I think everybody like to say My Beautiful Dark Twisted, but that I'm
a late registration guy.
Oh, so older Kanye.
Yeah, I love Late Registration.
Yeah.
Graduation was solid. I don't know, man. I'm not as high as Graduation on Graduation as everyone else.
Why not?
It's a great look. Kanye's got the best discography ever.
Yeah, he's got a great discography. I feel like Late Registration and College Dropout were like brother sister albums. They kind of sounded. I didn't hear that much evolution in the body of work. They kind of sound very the same.
Nah, Late Registration had John Bryan on the production. It was so much more cinematic. Like that's the same. I
feel like they could be a deluxe album of each other.
I disagree.
All right, so let's say the jump from Late Registration to Graduation. Those are two completely different things. Late Registration.
I feel like the jump from each album is very different.
I don't know. I feel like those two are in the same ballpark.
I feel like My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is his best album because you really can't say shit, and then it's really up to you to say what your favorite is.
Yeah. Maybe the two closest. Yeah. They're the two closest. They sound sonically closest.
They're the closest out of any two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Graduation.
Yeah. I
just got into an argument with somebody, and YouTube was killing me because I said I like Yeezus more than Graduation.
Yeezus is
it's an unpopular hip hop.
Jesus and King and Yeezus sit at the same.
Oh, you're fucking crazy.
Yeah, sit at the same little level.
Very unpopular opinion in hip hop.
Yeah,
I love Yeezus.
No.
Jesus is King. Go somewhere else with that.
Yeah.
Ye was slept on though.
Ye was a good album because I feel like nobody really talked about mental health.
That song Ghost Town.
Yeah.
It's hard to make a better song than Ghost Town, man. That song was crazy.
Wouldn't Leave was a great record too.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah. Ye was slept on. And then Kid See Ghost was like,
yeah.
I feel like Kid See Ghost was sleeper for like one of the best Kanye projects ever. Yeah.
I've never really, I know, no lie, no cap, I've never really been a Cudi fan like that. It's crazy. I've never really been a Cudi fan.
No, I mean, that's fair because I wouldn't say I'm the biggest Cudi fan either.
Mm-hmm.
I like doses of Cudi.
Mm-hmm.
It's to like sit through a whole project of Cudi is probably harder for me.
Yeah.
Like my favorite Cudi project is when he was like still like really rapping. Like he had a project called A Kid Named Cudi, a mixtape sponsored by 10 Deep. And then, you know, the Man on the Moon shit is cool. People love it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't tell shit to a Kid Cudi fan because they'll be like, he's the greatest ever.
Yeah, I mean,
you met those kind of people, right?
Yeah, bro.
Those Kid Cudi fans are fucking crazy. But I get it. Like, listen, man, this music is a beautiful, subjective thing, and I love Cudi. Like, you know, in doses. I just, you know, I feel you on that.
Yeah, he got his niche audience
for sure.
He'll sit where he sits, but I got my taste and my flavors.
Okay, what about J. Cole? What's your favorite Cole project?
All right, so my favorite Cole project is definitely Born Sinner.
Okay,
like, that's a great body of work. If not Born Sinner, then 2014. But those are really neck and neck.
Forest Hills Drive is kind of like the consensus.
Yeah, but that's when that's when he got the respect that's when he got the respect that he deserved. But Born Sinner
came out the same day as Yeezus,
bro. But what I think don't get enough credit is those Truly Yours EPs that he put out.
Yeah,
my God, those little projects was crazy. So.
I think for just like nostalgic purposes, I really enjoy. I still love Friday Night Lights.
Mm-hmm.
Friday Night Lights was crazy.
He was. I don't know. I feel like he was just some super duper.
And the warm up was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy is like with Cole, like he bounced back. I was not a fan of his first album because there's so much old shit on there, so much leaked shit. And you know what he did on that first album? Me and you were just talking about. He was like purposely trying to make radio records.
Yeah, the disease.
Well, because you remember, like he couldn't get an album out. Like they kept stalling his shit out, and then like, you know, there was like Mr. Nice Watch and Workout and all that shit. It was cool, but like you said, I think Born Sinner was like the first time he just did what the fuck he wanted.
Yeah, I think where he met some shit for the critics and shit for the crowd. I think that's where he finally.
Okay, this is a hard one, Kendrick, because I mean he's 3 for 3. If we're talking major releases, obviously if you throw Section 80 in there, he's 4 for 4. But like I mean, Kendrick's got no misses on his.
Yeah, Kendrick is hard. I think I'm gonna say Good Kid, Mad City because I felt like he literally was telling my story bar for bar. Like I'm talking about like hitting a house and shit like that, and friends getting murdered and all that, like literally word for word, bar for bar. I was like, I was hurt. Like, yo, God, why are you letting somebody else tell my story? Like this man is telling my story. So that resonated with me differently. And then I liked To Pimp a Butterfly because sonically it sounds like nothing I've ever heard.
Yeah, so, if you put a gun in my head, I would say Good Kid, Mad City, but To Pimp a Butterfly is right there too. Yeah. And also To Pimp a Butterfly was like, it's aged so well.
Yeah.
When it came out, it was just, I feel like it was over everyone's head.
Yeah, nobody could handle that. I don't think we were ready for that after not Section 8, after Good Kid, we was like, yo. I had to listen to it a couple times, and as I listened to it, I'm like, wow.
And then Damn is just a fucking, just press play. It's hit after hit after hit.
Yeah, bro.
Shit is great. All right, last one, Drake.
That's a tough one. I would say, as far as albums, it's either gonna be Take Care, probably Take Care. Take Care. I want to say So Far Gone because that project did a lot for me when I first heard it. It was like, yo, this is out of here. But I say Take Care. If y'all listen to Take Care, bro, that's hit after hit.
No, for sure.
I hate when the hip hop heads say Drake don't have a classic album. It's like, yo, bro.
Damn.
Bro.
That's me.
Damn.
I say Take Care is the closest thing he has. You know what's funny?
How's Take Care not a classic album?
Well, I'm not even saying it's not a classic album because it might be a classic to me and to you, but I just don't feel like it's like a consensus classic. Like, you know how like you say like Good Kid, Mad City, it's like an undeniable classic. Take Care, people argue whether or not it's a classic. And so I think Take Care is a classic. Yeah. Personally, for me, it's a classic. There's a lot of albums I just don't think it's like a undeniable consensus classic album. Like, when you say Doggy Style, Get Rich or Die Trying, like these are albums like nobody will ever say anything different. Take Care is close, but like you said, there's a lot of people who say Drake doesn't have a classic album. I think Take Care is a classic. I just don't think it's like, it's not a consensus like, yo, undeniable. Nobody's gonna say shit to you if you say, Aquemini from Outkast is a classic. Like, who's gonna say, like, you know what I'm saying? Take Care, there's some, there might be an argument to be made.
I had this argument with my manager the other day, and I was like, go back and play the album, because I think a lot of people don't realize that all those records were on that same album.
Right.
A lot of time, because Drake has had a crazy run. He's still in his run, right? Mm-hmm. But at that time, he was just literally like, he owned the radio, he owned all the spaces.
Put Kendrick on there.
Yeah, bro. Like, yeah, Kendrick had his own record on there, right? So, when you go back and listen, like how many hit records he had on there that weren't like even for radio, that's just like, yo, this is just Drake, I think you can say that one is a classic. I don't know what are
Crew Love was on there, right?
Yeah,
Crew Love.
Yeah, bro.
I don't disagree with you. I think it's a classic, but I just think that it's not like, I think I'm just waiting for Drake to drop a project that like upon first listen, you're like, oh my God. And I'm not saying that Take Care is not that, but I just mean like, you can't say shit about Good Kid, Mad City.
Yeah, no.
Like if someone told you like, nah, that ain't a classic, like you'd be like, all right, you're like, shut the fuck up. But a lot of people whose opinion you would respect in hip hop might not say that Take Care is a classic. I just mean it's a classic to me, to you, subjectively. We all have our own classics. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think Drake's got that one that like there's no argument for.
I think the reason why Take Care isn't a classic because it's not a themed album. I think the skits on Good Kid, Mad City is what makes it this classic body of work. The same thing with To Pimp a Butterfly or even Damn. It's like it's a cohesive body of work to where you cannot deny it.
And creatively, it was like a lot of just risk taking.
Yeah.
I just think, I don't know, man. I love Drake. Nothing Was the Same as my favorite Drake album, but I do think Take Care in my book is a classic.
Yeah. I use the Nothing Was the Same Clouds because that's more known.
Really?
Yeah, the clouds is like when you see those clouds.
Oh, you're talking about the clouds on the album cover. Yeah. I put that
wasn't
right
my favorite album. That's not my favorite Drake project.
It's a great album though.
Yeah, but it made sense. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Looking at those clouds, it makes sense. So yeah.